Welcome to Ferrum Football First and 10. I'm your host, Taylor Chitwood, alongside my co-host, Brandon Roberts. Coach Rob Grande, thanks for joining us again this week, Coach.
Always good to be here.
So, Coach, as we do every week, we're going to go over the injury report. We played Guilford last week. Any key injuries we lost last week? Anybody we're getting back this week?
Yeah, coming out of the game, you had your typical bumps and bruises and some guys kind of getting through the training room this week. So hopefully they'll be ready to roll, but there's nothing that came out of Friday night's game. A few weeks ago we had some ankles that we were bringing along, and still missing Taylor Brown, one of our linebackers that is kind of the last of that group to come off of that. But DJ Baylor's healthy, and so is Nick Pierce. So it's a good thing. We need everybody we got.
Coach, I have to ask, was the adjustment from preparing for Thursday night, playing Friday night, did that have anything to do with anything?
Not really. I think it was a good decision based on obviously the weather we got that impacted us way more than Florence did a few weeks earlier, and just making a decision the administration supported, and the game's the game, whether it was Thursday or Friday. We just had to make the right decision for safety and just everybody involved, and had a great night of football Friday. We just didn't do enough things to win.
So, Coach, late in that game on Friday night, y'all had tie ball game in that fourth quarter, 21-21, and y'all had both teams actually, y'all and Guilford actually had a chance to go ahead early, and with I believe 9:15 left in the game, Chase ended up missing a field goal, and that ended up kind of setting y'all back. But y'all still had a chance at the end, and you ended up driving down the field, scoring a touchdown, but the field goal the extra point ended up getting blocked. Did that, with 4 minutes to go in the game, did that blocked field goal or blocked extra point have any impact on the rest of the game moving forward? Did that bring y'all down at all? Did that drive y'all up at all anyway?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously doesn't lift you up. It's one of those plays that, if it happens on first down in a running play on offense or defense, you got 2 other downs to recover. If it happens in a critical special teams play, you got 1 down. And just didn't execute our protection the right way, and they made a good play, and certainly was an impact of the game for that moment. There were other plays within the game that led to us losing, not only that play, but the culmination of just some things that we just didn't do very well that night, led to the defeat. And not one area is why we lost, and that's certainly a glaring problem right there at the end that could have erased some other things in the kicking game. But we still had some time left. They had to get a stop that we didn't get, and to their credit, they did a good job with their 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Coach, we're in the new week now. We're not going to worry about that anymore. Moving forward to WNL, which is homecoming weekend. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock. A little bit of a different kickoff time. Does that have any bearing on anything as well with a different time?
It's football. I mean, I like playing earlier in the day, but we got some other events with I think volleyball, soccer, field hockey, and certainly it's a big weekend. The 50th reunion of the 1968 national championship team, and some great guys off that team are going to be back here, and they wanted to culminate the whole day with the football game, and I get that, and we adjusted our game time with WNL, and we'll kick it off and play.
Save the best for last, right, Coach?
First meeting. Don't know too much about each other through the years. Again, as you like to say, it don't really matter. This is a new year. It's football. WNL is 4-1 coming in, 2-1 in the conference. Their lone loss to Randolph-Macon. What are we seeing so far with that group of guys that we can take advantage of?
Not much. I mean, they play hard. They play it the right way, and we got to come out and we got to play hard and we got to play it the right way. And I expect us to do that, and we didn't do that last Friday, and that's why we lost. And if we do it again this Saturday, we're going to lose again. But we're working this week to correct those things, and we're going to bring energy. Our guys play hard, never question that. And if we can be cleaner in the kicking game, we can finish drives on offense and tackle better on Saturday, we're going to feel better about the results come 7 o'clock.
Talking about being cleaner altogether throughout practice than we were last week. Y'all gave up 196 yards on the ground last week. Washington and Lee, on average, averages about 260 yards on the ground per week. Do you do anything in practice to adjust to that, since usually we're not used to seeing that much running unless it's coming from Brian Mann, our running back?
Yeah, well, Derek Bell's as good as they get. I mean, the kid we just faced is as good a back as we're going to face, in my opinion. And certainly Breeze is a good player, and their system's a little bit different. They disperse the ball, the quarterback, and the option attack that they utilize has a high volume of carries, and it certainly makes you adjust a little bit in your practice planning for them on defense. And like I said, they're a dynamic team, well coached, and they're going to be a very tough opponent this Saturday.
So, Coach, how do you think that you're going to prepare for the two quarterback scheme that they run, along with their, Josh Brees, sophomore, with their junior and senior backs behind Brees as well? They got all these different weapons around the field. How do you control that as a defensive coach?
You've got to structure your defense to be sound, and you've got to have some triggers that get them off of their system. Because if you don't, they're going to shred you up, which they're good at doing. So, there's a threshold of too much and not enough, and you got to find what your kids are able to do. And Coach Dawson, the defensive staff, mostly do a great job every week to put our guys in that position. But certainly it's a unique animal that we face this week, and they've been at the top of the ladder for the last few years, and defending conference champs, and only loss was against Randolph-Macon, which was
right
playing
there.
about as good as anybody. So.
Well, that'll do it for this episode of Ferrum Football 1st and 10. Our next show is going to be October 24th. I'm host Taylor Chitwood, co-host Brandon Roberts, and Coach Grande. Thanks for joining us, and good luck Saturday.
Appreciate it.